From an undisclosed location, somewhere in North America, this is your weekly Truth Be Told Minuteman Report. Hey everyone, it's your Truth Be Told Minuteman, Robert Hensley, coming to you live. And, today we're going to talk about, because it's the time of the year, we're going to talk about Christmas. So there was this great meme that I saw on Facebook that said, if you are decorating a Christmas tree, you are taking part in a pagan ritual. And I thought it was great, so I shared it, and people lost their minds a little bit. But here's the thing. All of our Christian celebrations, or what have become kind of known as the Christian celebrations, all started with a pagan ritual, something that came from the Romans, or from the Druids, or the Celts, or the Gauls, or, there were these, traditions that were here long before Christianity kind of took hold worldwide. So there's a really great quote from Sir James George Fraser in The Golden Bough, written in 1922. He says, "Myth changes while custom remains constant. Men continue to do what their fathers did before them, though the reasons on which their fathers acted have been long forgotten. The history of religion is a long attempt to reconcile old custom with new reason, to find a sound theory for an absurd practice." So for Christmas, we have to go back to the ancient Romans. They practiced a festival called Saturnalia, which started around December 14th, 13th, something like that, and went to like the 23rd, 24th. It was a week long, and it involved gift giving. There were boughs of evergreen and holly. There were star and sun-shaped decorations, and they used this time for them, celebrate the winter solstice, which was a time when the sun seemed to stop in the sky and didn't change from its position. And it wasn't until after the 25th, when the days started to get progressively longer and they could see that change happening, that they felt that there was a rebirth kind of occurring. And so that was kind of like the most popular Roman holiday, right? The most popular Roman festival. It was the end of the year. And then in, come about, there's got to be a pope, right? And so the pope Pope Julius I declared that Christmas would fall on December 25th of the Julian calendar, right? Because remember, Julius Caesar, who was a Roman, created our calendar that was based on the cycles of the sun and not on the cycles of the moon. So it wasn't until 350 AD that Pope Julius declared Christmas on the 25th, which happened to fall at the end of Saturnalia. Now, this was something that happened around the world, and kind of, it was a way of, I don't want to say stealing festivals, but it was a way of converting people. So if there were these tribes and there were other religions and they were practicing or celebrating a certain festival, in order to kind of get them in line with the church would declare that their festival was in fact in line with a Christian festival or celebration that kind of pulled their own practices into a celebration for the Christian God. So Ostara became Easter and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so that's how Christmas kind of came about. And there are all of these wonderful, there's some really great books and some really cool papers that were written about the Julian calendar and the Saturnalia, and this kind of movement to, kind of like how these pagan rituals became banned to the threat of like losing your property or even to be execution. So practices went underground. People started finding again ways of including some of these decorations and things into the Christian holiday to get more people to follow the church and to feel that they were maybe wrong about their previous religion or what their fathers practiced before them. One of those is a great paper called, excuse me, Winter Solstice Celebrations, Roman Saturnalia, and Modern Christmas by Rick Doble. This was written in 2015. It's from Doble's blog, Deconstructing Time. You can find that online at deconstructingtime.blogspot.com. And there's a lot of great information here about not just about the celebration, but about the science behind the Julian calendar and how the movement of the sun affected, these celebrations and kind of brought about, this season of gift giving and celebration that lasts from, mid-December through the beginning of the year. So, thank you so much for listening today. Remember that there are 3 opportunities each week for new content from Truth Be Told. There's a Minuteman Report every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern. Same time on Wednesdays is Bonnie Burkert with Truth Be Told Transformation. And of course, Tony Sweet with the original Truth Be Told every Friday. Again, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern. And if you have any questions, comments, stories that you want us to look up, stories that you want to share, please feel free to reach out. You can find me at reportminuteman@gmail.com. Again, that's reportminuteman@gmail.com. And as always, until next time, stay true.